Hey, buddy.
Kelley.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Happy Easter.
Aww. Happy Easter. Yeah. I just got out of bed. This is one of those, I literally just rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
Brushed my teeth, came over here. Hour behind.
Yeah.
Horrible. Woke up at 3:30, I woke up at like 6:30. I was like, we weren't going to pod until 9, so I was like, oh good, I get to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Just overindulged.
Yeah. It's all good.
Mm.
Gave me extra time to do some stuff I wanted to do. So.
Such as?
I was putting these pictures in these frames that you see next to you.
They look great.
Listener cannot hear it or see it, but on the trip I went on, I got a few little art prints and threw them in frames today to make it look fancy. But yeah.
We got to see the slideshow of that last night. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome trip.
You went adventuring, man.
Went all over the place. It was a blur, though, now, like, looking back. Like, It was, like, the longest trip I've ever taken, but it flew by. It's just every day, it was just a new place, new things to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, but it was 10 out of 10. Very, very glad I did it. It was one of my bucket list trips. So.
Over and over again, I was like, that's my jam.
Mm-hmm. Numerous times on the trip. I know I said it last night, but there were times when I was like, man, Nathan will love this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, super, super great. It all went fairly smoothly. It started off bumpy the day we were leaving here because it was like, woke up early and Southwest was like, your flight's delayed 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh no, here we go. But it ended up getting back down to, it was only delayed like 10 minutes.
Right.
But that was a whole thing because then it was like, we were like, well, when do we need to leave to go to the airport now, and this whole thing and all the TSA stuff. But it ended up just being super smooth. Got through everything super fast. Made it with plenty of time. Flew out there. Spent a little time spent a night in San Juan, Puerto Rico before getting on the cruise, and then got on the cruise and went to all kinds of places. Went to Tortola, went to Antigua and Barbuda and Barbados and St. Lucia and St. Martin and St. Thomas, and then back to Puerto Rico. Super epic.
I think I mentioned it last night, but all the photos that you guys were sending while you were out there, I was surprised when you guys got to St. Lucia that there weren't more photos.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I thought that was the real pretty one with the Twin Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, it didn't disappoint with the slideshow last night.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'd never, like, this was the first time ever, like, I posted on Instagram, like, I was posting to my stories. Like, I had to figure that out while I was doing it. I was, like, asking ChatGPT, how do I post a story on Instagram kind of situation, because
nice.
I'm old like that. But I didn't want to just, like, completely overwhelm the story with stuff, but... And it was also, like... that was a long day, and I was just really... That's one thing about me, like, when I'm doing stuff. I'm not really great at taking pictures and videos, because, like, I'm trying too hard to, like, just live in the moment, and I'm not trying to, like, focus on the framing and this and that. I'm just, like, throwing my phone up and just hitting take picture and just hoping it's catching what I'm seeing, which it never does. But I don't know. St. Lucia was my jam. I definitely, like, I'd fly straight there and just do a trip there. It's one of really the only place out of all those places that I really felt like that I just really want to go and, like, spend time at. The U.S. and British Virgin Islands were also extremely beautiful, and I would go back there, but that'd be, like, probably have to be someone else's idea, and then I'd just, like, tag along. I don't know if I'd plan my own trip, but I'd plan my own trip back to St. Lucia.
Nice.
That place was just ridiculously beautiful. so, so beautiful.
And you guys did some hiking on that one?
Yeah. That was part of the excursion. We did an excursion at every port. In the St. Lucia one, it was a long one because we pretty much drove across the whole island, and then we got to because the port was on the opposite side of the island as the famous mountain peaks that it has.
Mm.
So it was 90-minute drive to get from one side to the other to check those out, and then when we got there, hiked around them a little bit, and I mean, I might have exaggerated the amount of hiking that was done compared to what Jeremy was saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was a pretty tough little short hike, I'd say. But it definitely, we walked up along the ridge of it up to this lookout right in between the two big peaks, and it was just gorgeous. It didn't feel real. I felt like I was on a movie set or something.
Right. Nice.
It felt like it was made for me to just be looking at.
Adventure.
It was super, super cool. Definitely would go back to St. Lucia. But I mean, each place had its own charm, its own whatever. Something special about it. So, highly recommend to anyone listening, if you ever get the chance, go visit some of the Southern Caribbean islands. Because it's real stinking pretty.
Are you comfortable sharing how much it cost you in total?
Mm-hmm. The cruise itself, all in, and I mean, Jerry and I shared a stateroom, so that just take that with what you will. But for each of us, I think after all the insurance and all the different gratuities paid, this and that, for each person, when we had a balcony stateroom as well, so not an interior, a little bit more expensive. It was $1,450 per person for 7-night cruise, and then flights. I mean, I got my flights for free because I used points. So did Jer, but I think the price equivalent would have been around $400 for a round trip, Austin to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
We spent about $450 each on excursions. I mean, again, we did 6 excursions, so averaging maybe $80 a piece.
Wait, so between the two of you, it was $450, but
each.
Yeah, each.
So for each person, each excursion averaged about $80-something each.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, not bad at all. And then I mean, other than that, it was just eating at places that weren't on the cruise because all the food on the cruise was included. Some gambling money.
The hotel.
The hotel before and after, because we did stay a night before and a night after. And the night after the cruise, I was able to book that on points. And I think we only had to pay a $50 destination fee for it. So that was $25 a person. But the first night there, we had to pay it straight up. And it was the tail end of spring break. So hotels were really expensive. And I couldn't get near as nice of a hotel. And for the one we got, it was right at $400 total for the night, so $200 each. Mm-hmm. So $225 for hotels each person. I guess I could be adding all this up.
Oh, it's $2,500 with what you just said.
Is it? Have you been keeping tally?
The 1,400 plus 400 plus 450.
And plus 2. I mean, for cruise, excursions, hotels, plus flight. Yeah, $25. And then there's Ubers, which probably ended up being about $100 a person.
Mm-hmm.
And then just fun money, so I also did pay for the premium Wi-Fi on the cruise because I didn't know how much work I would have to do on the cruise, and I wanted to make sure like I had the connectivity if I needed to like get on a call or something.
Nice.
Plus, it was just I have too many like questions I need answered throughout the day from my phone about the cruise I'm on that I need as much internet as I can get.
What if you got a GPT best strategy for Dragon Link?
Yeah. I think that was about $200. But I mean, $200 for a whole week isn't too bad. So, just shy of $3K a person. But I mean, got to go to all different kinds of places I've never been before, multiple new countries. I think the bang for buck was definitely there for it.
Cool.
Definitely still thoroughly enjoy cruising, but I might not be as hyped on it as I was at one point. Like, there's definitely a time and a place for them, but I don't think every trip of mine needs to be a cruise trip. And that was also like a go kind of trip. I want like the next trip I go on to be a lot more kind of like chill.
Yeah.
Like go to one place and just stay there for some time instead of every day somewhere new. I mean, again, time and place, it was definitely fun to do it, but just doing it every trip would be a lot. So.
Oh, yeah, in between the, like, just regular hustle and bustle, but also, like, episodic asks of, like, hey, hike this trail. Sounds like it's a good idea or a good thing that you put in all the work you've been putting in.
Yeah, I could not have physically done this trip 12 months ago, 18 months ago. Like, I would have died. I just physically couldn't have done it. Like, my health app thing said we walked just over 70 miles on the trip. So.
Nice.
But that's also wild, like... I mean, I was eating a lot more than I normally would be, because, like, you're on a cruise, that's what you do, you eat a lot. But I didn't think I was going that crazy. But, like, I had to walk 70 miles to just basically maintain, like, I came back and I actually came back 3 pounds heavier than when I left.
That's nice.
And it's like, damn, I walked 70 miles and I still gained 3 pounds? Like, walking doesn't do anything for you. It burns nothing.
Well, it sounds like Jeremy came back with a little more. Ooh, Kelley.
What happened?
There's a hawk on the thing there.
On the thing on the house?
Yeah.
That's a little one. That's cool.
Yeah, I think Jeremy came back a little bit more, and that's probably the difference between you only had one meal where you're like, that was probably too much.
Yeah, I will say Jared went hard on the eating. Like, it was multiple times I was like, you're being silly right now. Like, the amount he was eating. But
neither of you drank too much?
No, I mean, that was something interesting too. I mean, maybe it was just it was probably a combination of things. I only drank like 2 beers on the trip.
Oh, really?
I quickly shifted from beer in the beginning to Long Island iced teas.
Okay.
And I drank a ton of Long Island iced teas. I was probably averaging 4 or 5 a day.
Wow, dude.
But like, I wasn't feeling it. Like, I'd feel it in the moment when I was drinking, but like, go to sleep, wake up, and like, I felt like I didn't drink at all the previous day.
Vacation booze.
And I also just don't know, maybe that's drinking Long Island's versus beer, because like, even coming back home, I drank some beer like the night we got back, and I felt like ass the next day. So I was like, maybe beer just does a lot more to you like that, or to me at least. So we might investigate at some point.
Can we cocktail, man?
Yeah.
Just have 2 old fashions before bed?
Yeah. I drank an old fashioned on the cruise.
Yeah.
It was good.
I like him.
But yeah, I mean, and Jared definitely drank more than I've ever seen him drink. Like, it wasn't a ton, but he was probably averaging 2 to 3 drinks a night.
When he showed his first drink was a mudslide, I was like, get it, boys.
I mean, that was like, he got a lot of mudslides. I didn't have a single one. Because it just felt like completely unnecessary.
Yeah. Overindulgent.
Yeah.
Let's have some ice cream with her.
Like, literally, like, we got on the ship and it was like one of those situations where we just kind of like figured out where we are. I'm looking around. I turn around. All of a sudden, Jared has a mudslide in his hand. And it's like, what? How? When did that happen?
They're just giving him away.
Yeah. But super fun trip. Super tiring. Super tough taking that long off of work, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it took me all week to like catch up on stuff, and now because it took me so long to catch up, now I feel like I'm behind on other things, and it's just tomorrow's gonna be a lot. The next few weeks.
That's tomorrow's problem.
I mean, that's how I'm trying to live in the moment. Just like appreciate this time, day off.
This Easter you got?
Sunday. Oh yeah, I got all kinds of art, but I'm mad because this one frame, like this, is messed up, and I need to get a new one. But these frames were literally like $7 each with the matting. So
I have a big photo frame project that I got to knock out, which you'll probably see the next time you come over, whenever that is.
nice.
I mean, no, because you're over once a week now. Once a week or twice a week?
Once.
Okay.
But it's been a few weeks now. I do want to, again, assuage any feelings you might have. I know there was a little bit of a debacle about my tree situation, but I want you to look how glorious it's looking right now, so you should know that, like, you did nothing wrong to it.
Okay. It was a debacle. And it was, like, we text our crossword to each other every day. And not once did I think about this tree.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't either. So that's a double-ended or double-sided situation.
You have an excuse.
I mean...
But also when I went through our texts, it was like... we were talking about the trophy a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just like, alright, when do you need that thing watered? And then you said, and then like, within a minute, we were just like, trophies. trophy.
I mean, we were in a very trophy-heavy situation at that time, but...
Which, that's a mission for tomorrow, too.
I was going to double-check with you when that's supposed to happen. I felt like it might have been tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll drive over after 5, try and leave here at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Race down 1:30.
Yeah. Hopefully be back by like 10.
Mm-hmm. So that, listener, the beautiful trophy that we built, that finished assembling right before you went on vacation, and it's like, Nathan, get this to Tony. And I was like, okay. And then I called Tony, and Tony was like, meet me after Kelley gets back from vacation. So now the trophy has gone from your house to my house, which I'm happy about, because it has been having a good time in the house. Now we get to give it to Tony together.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm also going to prime him to come up with ideas for a theme, so that when we have our commissioners hang out, we can do a commissioner conference call. Sort that shit out.
Sports is awesome.
Yeah. It was a great theme the last time he was champ.
Yeah.
So.
The one for the ages.
Hopefully he's just as throwing spaghetti at the wall, so we can just do whatever we want.
Yeah. Michigan won in the Final Four yesterday.
Heck yeah, they did. They trounced Arizona.
Yeah, and Arizona was supposed to be like the big bad, the best. That they legit. I heard people saying that this was supposed to be like the two best college basketball teams to ever play each other ever. Last night, and Michigan just destroyed them.
Yeah, they did. I was listening to the broadcast, and I guess there's some kid named Godot or something that sounds close to it on the Arizona side, because somebody threw like an alley oop or something. And it was like, waiting for Godot. And I was like, what? And I thought that it was just a reference to just a guy was waiting there. But then later he was like, Godot this, Godot that. And I was like, oh, there's literally a kid named Godot. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
But I do think he was on Arizona and not Michigan, so I think he's crying at home right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also sucked that it had to be such a late game yesterday. And it's stupid. The national championship game is tomorrow, and it starts at like 7:55 p.m. our time.
Mm-hmm.
So basically 8, basically 9 on the East Coast. On a Monday. Like, what the hell? It's so late.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Michigan's Central Time. Who's the other person? UConn?
Michigan's Eastern.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's no good for anybody.
Indianapolis is Eastern.
I definitely would have thought that was Central.
And it's like the farthest left that Eastern goes, but it is, like, McAfee talks about it all the time, that Indy is Eastern time, and the Final Four is in Indy, so that's why I brought it up.
Nice.
But that'll be tomorrow, so that's cool that we're good at basketball.
Before we get much further away from the vacation conversation, was there a favorite part? St. Lucia?
St. Lucia definitely was my favorite day, and definitely had my favorite moments within the day, just seeing the place and just riding across the island, and I don't know, I just really just felt the place. Like, I really felt like a quick connection to it.
That's nice. You haven't talked about your jet beach.
Oh yeah, that was the big that was one of the big like the two things that made, like, whenever I was searching for a cruise to book, my two requirements were it stopped at St. Lucia and St. Martin, because St. Lucia is just from what I had seen, and now after being there in real life, like the most beautiful place in that area of the world. So I wanted to see that. And then St. Martin I wanted to go to because they have Maho Beach, which is a beach right at the end of a runway of their international airport in St. Martin, and airplanes land like right over the beach and they come real close to you, and I've always wanted to check that out. So that was one of the days that, like, our excursion was just a bus ride from the port to this beach, and then we just chilled at the beach for a few hours and then just got back on the bus and go back.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a lot of fun. That was definitely real different from all the other days we did at places, because, like, all the other places it was like explore the island, see its like natural beauty, and this is like, no, we're looking at airplanes. That's all this day is about, is looking at airplanes, that very beautiful setting. And it was also one of the shorter ones. Like, it felt short. I mean, I guess the drive from the port to the beach was like maybe 45 minutes each way. And then we were just out there for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. But that was a lot of fun. Like, I'm really, really glad to have experienced it. And I mean, I've seen so many videos online of the place before going, and now having been there, it's just definitely cool to like have that memory of like, I've been there. That's one of my aviation bucket list items checked off.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really cool to fly into that airport and like now be like the person in the airplane looking out over all the people on the beach right underneath it as you're coming in. But I didn't really have that much of a connection with St. Martin. It was the one. This is the bottom 3 in terms of like how I felt just immediately drawn to the place, like would want to go back. Like, I don't have a lot of want to go back to St. Martin, except to just land on that airport, at that airport. Don't really have a want or urge to go back to Antigua.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just didn't really feel it. And then also same about Barbados, which I was that one I was a little bummed about because like I wanted to really like Barbados, but I don't know.
Was Barbados the submarine one?
Mm-hmm. Which that was wild, just going in the submarine like down 130 feet to the water, looking at stuff. That was a total Jer thing. He totally called for that, and he had to convince me to do it because it's interesting how like I have no problems flying in tiny airplanes, doing anything in the air, but like going underwater, like that freaks me out a little bit. But did it anyway. I mean, I hadn't heard of anybody dying on a sub for a while, so I was like, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, not at these depths, because you were like, somebody made a James Cameron comparison, and I was like, that's too far down. Like, where light doesn't get any more, who needs to do that? This is, because what we were looking at was beautiful. It was turtles and coral reefs and all that. And I was like, this is deep enough.
Yeah. And, I mean, it was definitely deep enough to kill us. Like, if we would have just, like, decompressed, it wouldn't have been an explosive decompression, but it would have sucked. And then 130 feet's a long way down.
Yeah.
If you don't do your breathing right, you'll probably die. But still, like, you could see stuff. And they also were like, yeah, they only let us go down like 125 feet because it's rated to go down to up to 500 feet. And so with that, they cut that in a quarter and then make that their limit, just so you're never getting close to like the structural integrity limits of the vessel. But still really cool. Glad I did it. Don't know if I ever need to do another sub excursion somewhere, but maybe. It was also really packed. Like, it was so full. Like, we were like shoulder to shoulder because it was basically just a long giant propane tank, like just cylinder.
Yeah, it does look like a propane tank
that you're in. And sorry about that. And like there's like just a giant bench down the middle of it with like two sides, and they have like they're like little seats that are like little just indents in the plastic on the bench. But like they're designed for small people, so it wasn't super comfortable. And there was a kind of big guy right next to me too, so we were like all touching each other super close, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I will say that's one of the downsides to the trip is just always being around so many people.
Yeah.
Like, that gets old. But
on this one trip, you went however many feet underwater, however many feet above water on your hike.
We were up like 1,500 feet or something. So, plus or minus 1,630 feet. Elevation difference, not counting the flights. I mean, then we got up to like 37,000 feet. But
did some drinking, did some gambling.
Yeah. Although I will say, like, as fun as it was having Dragon Link on the ship and like a casino on the ship, they definitely they're very tight slots on cruise ships. And I've known this, like I've heard this all before, like you're not gonna win near as much on a cruise ship as you would in an actual casino. And that showed. Like, I probably lost like $60 on the ship, and as soon as we got off the ship, like across from the hotel where we were staying the night after getting off, there was a casino, like a nice fancy one, and we walked in, and like literally in 5 minutes I made all the money I lost on the ship back plus a little, and then just walked out just with more money. And it literally was like a 5-minute thing, and I turned $20 and like $80, and then just left. So gotta watch out for that, but definitely had my fair share of playing in the casino, which was fun. But do actually need to pause for a second because that alarm was for something. I gotta go put clothes in the dryer.
Pause.
So I don't know if you want to talk to the listener about anything specific or wait for him to come back.
Yeah, pause it.
Okay.
All right, listener. Well, Kelly's downstairs I will say this. I think with Ashley and I, this is something I told her. I joke all the time about how the two of us together are one really strong person. Like, I can run distance, she can run for speed. I can do chest press, she can out squat me. Uh, but I think another way where that's true is in my work. I like to think I help a lot of people, but like really, really indirectly, um, which I think has always been the case in like the army and different things that I've done. And then Ash, and what she does is a very much more direct role. And what I like about that is that she's like hands on, literally helping people and improving their lives. And what better example is there than my best friend Kelley Wilson? And yeah, and like the helping lives and doing good stuff. That's like an example where I think Ash and I together are like one very powerful person, and it made me so happy, and it makes me so happy to see Kelley doing so well. And there's a little bit about me, Ashley, and Kelley. I'm pausing again.
Okay, we're back, and you were doing something silly, and I don't feel good about it.
And I thought it would take you longer to do laundry. It takes me a minute.
I mean, I just literally had to throw stuff from the wash into the dryer.
Yeah, separate shirts and colors and all that.
No, that's a myth. Like, I've seen that on the internet, and it's like, I know, like, there's people out there who, like, wash their lights and their darks separate and do all this. I've never done that, and I've never had a problem.
We don't do it by color, but we do take, like, some stuff will shrink in the dryer because of the fabric.
Oh, yeah, I don't have fancy fabrics like that.
Yeah.
All my clothes are from Amazon, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. So I'm back.
Woo! We have got draft day coming up.
We do. When is that exactly?
Not next week or the week after that.
3 weeks.
But the week after that.
The number 27 is in my head for some reason. Which...
24.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Yeah, actually, it's not... Yeah, basically what I just said. Not this Thursday or the next Thursday, but the Thursday after that. Alright, it's close. It's much closer than it was.
Yeah, it's still pretty far away.
It's that distance that makes me want to, like, tune out of everything. It's like, how could I just make 3 weeks fly by?
Yeah, I definitely could enjoy the next 3 weeks just going by real fast.
Mm-hmm. That does mean we get to watch draft day. At least Ash and I. I don't know if we'll do it with you guys.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it if we can all watch it together. I don't know if Jeremy will want to.
Did we all watch it together last year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe the year before. I mean, I know you did. You sent me a clip. You were listening to an old podcast, and it was apparently the podcast that I introduced you to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we've been doing this now for like 3 years.
My mom said that the last time I saw her at my little brother's birthdays.
So I don't know if we ever watched it together then, because I feel like y'all watched it on your own after I introduced it to you.
True. And we watched it one more time. I'm not sure if we watched that as a group.
Yeah. I mean, Jeremy will remember. Although I know I made him watch it whenever I discovered the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I discovered it a long time ago. Like, before even moving up to this area.
Well, either together or not, we're going to watch it.
I mean, it's tradition. It's the best NFL draft movie ever made. I guess there aren't many movies about the NFL draft.
Right. Certainly. I'll just get into the same rant I do about how great the movie is. About the pacing and all that.
they literally could run it back every single year and just do the exact same movie in the exact same way and just change some of the names of like the new players, this or that. But like, it could be like a franchise thing where like Madden, like it's basically the same game every year, but everyone buys it. Like I think there would be a bunch of people that would go and see a new draft day movie every year.
Fernando Mendoza, no matter what.
Oh, that'd be silly if they could include actual kids like that.
You heard Kirk Cousins is going to the Raiders?
Yeah. He secures another guaranteed $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that man has made some serious money in the NFL for... I mean, I wouldn't call him a top-tier quarterback. He's definitely, like, better than most, but just not in that upper echelon.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, him and his agent have just done really well for themselves.
For sure.
Which is impressive.
But my favorite thing about Kirk Cousins is how wholesome he is. And I was saying that if he did get sent to the Raiders, that they have to do the Hard Knocks on the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's did so well with like QB, the show. Like every time we get a glimpse into Kirk Cousins' life, it's like, that is a wholesome dude.
Actually, I feel like, I don't know if it was real or not, but I feel like I saw they released who the next Hard Knocks is going to be.
Mm.
And you want me to tell you who it is?
Tell me who
I think it is. I think it's going to be Seattle.
But they just won the Super Bowl.
I know, and like they like framed it as like trying to run it back, like the first time following a.
Dang. They also seem to know who's doing it in 2027, which I feel like every year they struggle to get somebody to say that they'll do it.
That definitely was the case at one point. I feel like maybe that's changed a bit now, and people are more willing to get in there and do it.
That's true, because like social media, like their own social media teams are in there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it was definitely a different story back 20 years ago, 15 years ago, whenever it was still young show, and like I think it was around for a few years and then it went away for a few years and they had to bring it back. And it took a while before it stuck. But now it's just blown up. Now we get the in-season Hard Knocks as well, and all the other spin-offs.
Well, I really wish that I could see the Raiders for the Kirk Cousins of it all, but also because, like, it seems like Tom Brady's really asserting himself as partial owner.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got Ashton Genty, they've got Brock Bowers, Max Crosby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't he still there now?
Their defense is amazing now too. They've got Nakobe Dean from the Eagles, and a bunch of others that they picked up in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
They did a great job in free agency on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
But I guess Seahawks, that'll be interesting.
I mean, maybe we'll get a whatever division they're in, NFC West, in-season Hard Knocks.
That'll be my vote. NFL, I know you're one of our 28 subscribers, 27 subscribers.
27. On the road to 30.
Get it done.
That would be hilarious. Just like one of our subscribers was just like someone really cool.
Some intern somewhere is like, I really need to understand the people.
Silly. But yeah, draft is coming up. Have you watched much UFL or whatever it is these days?
No.
So far?
Nope, this is the least we've watched in the last 2 or 3 years. And, I don't know, they've got their games like kind of spread out. Like, go from like Friday or Saturday all the way to Tuesday.
Mm.
And most days don't have 2 games in them. But I think yesterday did. I'll check it out. I'll get in there eventually.
Yeah.
Been really into basketball, fantasy basketball.
Mm.
Basically over. Went 20-0. Had out of 3 playoff weeks, had the first week on bye. Second week, projected for an insane amount of points, and then just injury. Very much like last year, me versus Jamie. And Jamie ended up beating me, and now I'm projected to have more points than anybody in this last week. Even as I care, but I kind of don't care, so I just started like grabbing the folks that like made my team. Like I had dropped Laurie Markkinen because he's like still not projected to come back and play, but it was like, you're back on the team, bud. I got Kelley Oubre back.
Yeah, I made it into the playoffs, which was exciting, and like I really at no point cared that much or like was real like I wanted to win and I was trying. Like I put in I put in more effort during the playoffs than I had the whole regular season. But the guy I was playing against, for whatever reason, rubs me the wrong way. Just the stuff he would say in the chat, like, I don't know, I didn't like it. So I really, really wanted to beat him, and then I didn't. And then he just kept talking. I was like, man.
This is the first year playing fantasy basketball.
I know. I don't like it. I mean, he wasn't even saying anything bad. He was just being actually super polite, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was rooting for him. Not against you, but like in general.
Yeah. Whatever. And now it's... I mean, last I saw the championship matchup between Jamie and Amanda was like... They were like within a couple points of each other projected. I haven't looked at it today.
I just found out my cousin is pregnant again. Adding to that flock over there.
Oh, dang.
Matchups. Looks like Jamie just got it handily. Projected to win by under 10 points and is currently ahead 50-something points.
Okay. I mean, the other day when I looked, it was literally like... It might have even been within a single point. Like, it was something silly. But...
Chris is trying to beat me for third place. We're within 10 points in projection. Maybe you're looking at me and him.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna suck if he beats you.
Let me see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, I got some no games.
Fantasy baseball is now officially going. I have no idea how I'm doing in there. Oof. I'm gonna barely lose. In which league is the one I'm in with you? I'm assuming it's the Boys of Summer.
Yeah.
Because whenever you were trying to get me into that league for like weeks,
yeah.
At one point I was like, this isn't going to happen. I kind of want to be in a fantasy league, so I just joined like a rando league.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, like, I came up with a team name for that rando league, and I liked it so much I used it in the Boys of Summer too, so both my teams are the same name.
Tell me what it is again.
I said forget about it, cuh.
Cuh. Okay.
Like, what is this in the Boys of Summer? I'm looking at the matchup and it's 6-4. What does that mean?
It's categories. You gotta go to matchup and see which categories you're performing in or losing in.
I mean, I assume this means I'm winning if it says 6-4 me to who I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's good. This is weird.
Yeah, categories are weird. You can have a week where you go like 8-2, and then it makes you like skyrocket up the boards.
Mm.
But it is something you gotta like keep. You do have to keep tending all year, because also the opposite is true, that if you fall behind, then you have to work that much harder to get with the people who are like 50-10.
What? This makes no sense.
Tell me.
I'm looking at the standings in this league, and there's already like 10 games. Is like each day.
No, it's at the end of. There's, I thought 9 categories, and there's 1 week on the books.
Like, right now it says I'm 5-5.
Okay, then there's 10 categories, and you won 5 and you lost 5 in week 1.
Okay. What's your team? Who are you?
Indeed. Who am I?
Buster Scruggs?
Yeah. Buster Scruggs Revenge.
You tied. That's gross.
Did I have a tie? It's true. That is easy to happen in like the stolen bases category.
Okay, I might need to look into that a little bit more. Learn how that works. But yeah, fantasy stuff.
Yeah. I've got the Caps 10K next week, so we'll either pod on Saturday or not do it. But I started out at like 11.5-minute miles. Now I'm down to like 10-minute, 50-second miles. I'm trying to get down to like 10-minute miles by next week. So after this, going to the lake with Ash. I'm going to run around it.
Ugh. That just triggered a whole bunch of different thought trees in my mind. First thing I thought was, man, I hate running so much. Which I do. That's a very accurate thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then that reminded me, I recently found on YouTube, there's this channel that, like, there's this lady who, like, somehow has missed all, like, never seen any, like, super popular movies ever. So they're, like, reaction videos of her watching movies. And it's not, like, the entire movie, but the videos are still, like, close to an hour long, even after editings.
Mm-hmm. But
I've watched a few, or at least parts of a few. And she recently watched Forrest Gump for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, apparently she hates running I'm she just kept bringing it up while watching Forrest run so much. Yeah, I just can't do that. Like, I'm just not built to be a runner. My legs are too short to make running comfortable for me. Like, I'm tall, but it's all on my torso.
Yeah, don't think about it too much with me too.
What?
I mean, most of me is also torso.
Yeah, we're torso heavy. We would have been real good swimmers.
Yeah.
But
I've been told that for sure. I finished the lake itself is 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And if you park in like you can park all around the lake, but if you park in like the park's parking lot or whatever, it starts like where the restrooms and like boat rental and all that is, and finishes going over the dam. Like, it finishes in a big straightaway that's like elevated, and I always finish that running like Lieutenant Spears in Band of Brothers when he does that one scene where he runs from the one side of the town to the other. That's who I'm seeing in my head. I'm just gutting it out at the end. And I enjoy doing that very much.
I mean, more power to you. I'm going to see a movie.
Hey.
Yeah.
PHM?
Yep, PHM, Project Hail Mary. Jerry and I are going to see it. We got tickets for the 12:15 showing over at Flick's Brew House.
Nice.
Or whatever. Is it Flick's Brew House or something?
What's the thing?
Flick's something.
Yeah. Just a little bit in Round Rock?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right over by Guitar Center. But
We seen it.
Never been there. You seen the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ain't gonna spoil it, but now you know it's good.
I mean, I've read the book, so I don't know how much it could be spoiled unless they just drastically change the plot from what the book is. Which I'll be pretty mad if they do. I'll walk out.
I think that's one of my most, whatever the opposite of pedantic and scholastic academic. It's one of my most, well, I want to say close to the people, but it is an insult. Takes that I have is that if there's a movie or a TV show, I don't want to know, I don't want to anticipate. I don't want to know what's supposed to happen or what should happen next.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be spoiled. Every time I say that around Ash, she's like, the book, you're wrong. I'm like, sorry.
Well, I'm very much like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I can ever do it, I will always watch something before reading a book. Yeah, I don't want, like, I don't even watch full trailers anymore. Like, those are too much spoilers for me.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I read the book before it was even, I don't even know if they decided they were making it a movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just read it because I'd read another book by the same guy that I liked very much. It also became a movie. I think it was a very big movie. The Martian.
Yeah.
And so I read the book. Which, again, I was talking to y'all last night about what listening to the audiobook did to me and how it kind of ruined how it's going to be really hard for me to see Ryan Gosling as the main guy.
Yeah, and I'll be report back afterwards. But you nailed it with the author sped up. Sounds like.
Like, yeah, I listen to audiobooks very sped up, like at 1.7 speed, and when I did that for Project Hail Mary, it sounded like it was Seth MacFarlane, like the guy from Family Guy and The Orville, and he's been on Broadway and all kinds of stuff. So I just naturally pictured him in the role, and I think he would have been absolutely perfect for the role. Like, I think he encapsulates what that guy is a lot more than Ryan Gosling, but we'll see.
Yeah. I like how you nailed it, though, because Ash, like, in the car, first we heard it sped up, and I was like, yep, that's Seth MacFarlane. And then she put it at normal speed, and it was hysterical to hear, like, the stuff he was doing with his voice to make it true that when you sped it up, it sounded like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you both said you hated the narrator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole thing. Like, Ash was getting ready to fight me for, like, what I was saying, because I said how much I enjoyed the audiobook, because to me it sounded like Seth MacFarlane, but, like,
mm-hmm.
she had such strong opinions against the audiobook reader, but she also didn't listen to it sped up like I did, so we heard different things. And it was a whole silly situation where, like, it got heated for a second. Right?
Well, I think she's also opposed to Seth MacFarlane's voice. And I was laughing when you were like, you haven't heard him sing these songs? And I was like, that's going to sound just like Seth MacFarlane. It's not going to help. And then, like, when Blue Sky started, I was like, yep, that sounds like Seth MacFarlane. And I'm just seeing her go, oh.
Which, I don't get that at all. How you can not like his voice? I mean, you can not like it if he's doing, like, his Family Guy characters.
Nah, I think it's because of the Orville, where he is just, like, doing his own voice. But it's always, it's too sarcastic, too much sarcasm going on.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can see it. But regardless, I'm glad we figured everything out. And Ash and I are in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, seeing that movie here in an hour and a half-ish. So that'll be cool.
Heck yeah.
Then it'll be over, and then the day will basically be over, and it'll be time to go back to work. Ugh.
Yeah, about the time you guys are doing that, I'll be doing the lake, and similarly. I took Friday off, and I checked my email yesterday, and wish I hadn't. I try and get ahead of some stuff.
I feel that. I didn't have Friday off. I don't have Monday off either. My company just cares nothing about Easter.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I've got a wellness day in, like, I think it's on, like, the 20. Maybe that's the 27th. Maybe that's why I had that date in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have just a random Friday this month off. Nope, 24th. Okay. What were we talking about that's on the 24th? The draft. No, 24th is a Friday.
23rd.
23rd. Okay.
Draft spectacular.
Yep. It's all coming together now.
So it's not this Thursday or the Thursday after that, but the Thursday after that. But can say that in 2 weeks it'll be right in front of us. And 2 weeks is no time.
Yep. And I already have another trip planned.
Where'd you?
I'm going back to Los Angeles, actually.
Mm-hmm.
This time, I was supposed to go meet my old friend in Las Vegas in December, but that fell through.
Yeah.
But now, instead of going to Vegas, we're just going to meet in Los Angeles.
Get the museum?
Yep.
Nice.
So, yeah.
You see yourself taking them on the convertible?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've already reserved the convertible.
Excellent.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think you can go to Southern California and not rent a convertible. That's what you do.
Love to hear it.
Plus, I mean, it's for all the places that we want to go, like, it'd be cheaper than Ubers and Waymos everywhere. Because it only comes out to be about $100 a day, so... I mean, that could be like 3 Ubers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's cost effective. So that should be pretty fun.
Excellent.
Doing that first week of June. So, coming up soon. Although I hope... this wasn't even on my radar until after the fact, and it hasn't come up at all yet, I don't think, but the annual potential Corey Jamie coming here, I think that each time that's happened, it's like been the last weekend of May.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope for one reason or another it doesn't just all of a sudden come up and it's the first weekend of June.
Got it.
Because I already got my shit booked. So we'll see. I might reach out to them and see, because I mean, that is pretty soon if it's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, the time we had them down to see the bats, I do feel like that was I think June was involved because of fantasy football drafting that was happening. I'm going to San Diego May 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Oh, yeah. I'm also going to San Diego on this trip. Going to do the drive down the PCH from LA to San Diego.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Spend a day in San Diego just checking it out. Because apparently there's not enough there to like stay a night there, to like devote a whole trip there, but it's only like a 3-hour drive from LA. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a pretty fun drive to do, LA to San Diego.
Yeah.
Look at Mexico from across the border. See Tijuana.
On the beaches, they get seals.
They also have Navy SEALs. That's where they do their thing in San Diego. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's about all I got. You got anything else?
Yeah, that's probably it. Oh yeah, Hail Mary. I made burgers at home for the first time. And it's too much. I might broil them next time. I did them in the cast iron this time. But they were like 2 half-pound patties for each of us, and I did bison, and she got beef. And neither of us could... I was going to make like one big burger, and I was like, okay, it's 2 separate burgers. I did like grilled onions and grilled jalapenos for myself. And yeah, just had one burger, and then the other burger in its entirety I put in a Ziploc and just put in the fridge, and then the next morning just microwave the whole thing, like a minute and a half, and just ate what I could.
Burger.
Started making fries at home using the convection oven, and first time they were overcooked, too skinny. Made them again last night, much better. So I'll dial that in.
You should smoke some burgers.
Maybe. Other than that, I think my dad did something congratulations worthy. I don't want to give away his life or anything. on here without his permission, but I would be remiss if I've obviously congratulated him personally in the chats and all that, but putting it out here too. My dad's out there doing good things.
Hell yeah.
And
Love to hear it.
yeah. Got to see him last weekend for my niece and nephew's birthday parties. Many bubbles were blown. Many cupcakes were eaten. I guess that's for me.
Nice. Alrighty. With that, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Go enjoy our Easter Sundays. Go try to find some eggs.
Mm-hmm.
In my car mechanic game that I played, they had Easter eggs, like literal Easter eggs that they put in the game for today. It's pretty nice when I woke up and saw that.
I'll check my pool game, see if they do them in there too.
But if you made it to the end, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends. We are on the road to 30 subscribers. We're sitting at 27. We'll get there someday. But we love you very much. And I hope you have a wonderful Easter Sunday with what you got going on.
Love you guys. Bye.